Hi, everyone.
Good morning. How's everyone doing today?
Just as I reach for tissue. So sorry. But I hope everyone's doing well. Sam,
Hello, Sam. How are you this morning, Ladybug?
you know your way up if you'd like to join us. That's up to you, though. Um,
It is.
remember, I won't be insulted if you don't want to come.
Yeah.
How's your weather?
Well, got up this morning. It was 37, and of course, I kept the hello, Cindy Lou. How you doing, sweetie? We've been getting up in the middle of the night. Just like being too hot. Good morning, Carrie P. And there's our Heidi. Good morning, you sweet ladies.
Hey, Carrie and Heidi.
So last night I thought I'd be a smarty, and I just set everything down to 60 degrees, and I put the little fireplace heater in here down on low. Got up this morning. Wayne always gets up about 30 minutes before I do. I mean, I know when his alarm clock goes off, but I just, lay there. Let him get his business done in the bathroom. Let him get his shoes on and get Lacey out the door. And then T and I'll get up. And so when he came back in this morning, he said, the house is a little chilly today. What did you do? And for him to say the house is chilly, yeah. Because he likes to hang meat, folks.
Yeah,
But
he likes a meat locker.
he likes it to be cold. Good morning, Amy, sweetie. How you doing?
Hey, Amy. That's a shock because of how cold he likes it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
in there.
He likes it really cold in the summertime, but I mean, he's just like the rest of us. He likes his comfort zone, and evidently he wasn't quite where he wanted it this morning. So, and I fought off putting socks on as long as I could. I hate wearing socks, folks. I just hate them. But
bless him.
Oh no, he fell hard on the way to the bus getting to school. Have ice on it now. Oh, Heidi, sweetheart. Probably has just a really bad sprain.
Yeah. Well, let's see if you can. I hate doing this.
Ooh, 28 degrees. Out.
That's my temperature. So when Nightbot warms up, we're going to see what Nightbot says. Because Nightbot has been off by a couple of degrees.
Yeah.
So, not that it matters. I'm just noticing. Yeah,
well, I don't care what it is outside, as long as the inside, I'm okay, and I am. But oh, well, looky there. Right. Carrie in Manchester. Conditions are sunny with a temperature of 20 degrees. Yowza. The wind's blowing from the northwest at 4, and her humidity is 60%.
Wow. Let's see if I can.
Okay, here comes Heidi in that. I can't say it down. Okay. Oh, snow showers with a temperature of 23. That's why he slipped. Goodness gracious.
That is why.
Wind's blowing from the south at 13 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 79%.
Yep. See, now it's lower than what my thing says.
Mm-hmm. Where Froggy's at, it's cloudy with a temperature of 26, although her phone says 28. The wind's blowing from the north at 2 miles per hour, and you have 83% humidity. Good morning, Rebecca. How are you doing?
Now, my husband says it's because of where they're getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody is getting it in Blacksburg, and someone's getting it in Christiansburg.
Yeah.
So there's no way of knowing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to get it from Shawsville because that's what my weather is. So we shall see. Oh my goodness. Wind chill is 13. Bless your heart.
Ooh, out the outside.
That's awesome, Carrie.
Oh, he was. Okay. Well, let's see if mine is spot on. Come on, not do your thing.
He's closest to the temp on the thermometer in my living room.
Oh, he's off by 2 degrees because mine is saying it's 43. He's saying it's 41, but it is sunny. The wind's blowing from the west at 2 miles per hour. and oh, excuse me, 1 mile an hour and 82% humidity. Yes, it was very foggy this morning. In fact,
Wow.
Wayne delayed getting out because he said when he went out to warm up the truck, he couldn't see the camper just across the road from us.
That's foggy.
That's how dense it was. Yeah. He said, I think I'll just sit here a bit. I said, yeah, I think you will too.
That is very foggy.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah,
see,
because he
normally,
has to travel on Interstate 10 for about 5 miles before he, takes the cutoff to Liberty. And wow.
well, I've showed you pictures of the clouds being low.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's when we deal with the fog because
Mm-hmm.
the clouds haven't risen, is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I'm sure you guys know this. At night, the clouds descend
Yes, they
and
do.
come down and they sit lower. Well, where I'm at in my elevation, the clouds descend where I live.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then in the morning, they rise up.
Yeah.
So it's nothing for Joey to open the front door and we have a cloud around our home.
Yeah.
So it's so foggy, he can't see the vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
the woodshed, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
There's a there's a
clouds.
little valley between Robert Lee and Bront, and every morning, it'd be really foggy around the house, and then we'd get out on the road, and it would clear up, and we have what's called 7 Mile Hill, and you don't notice it when you're leaving Robert Lee to go to Bront, and then it dips down. I mean, way
When you
down.
yes,
And
is when you
it's
notice.
always so cool at this time of the year to see the clouds down there in the valley. And
Yes.
you go down in the valley and we travel about 3 or 4 miles and then you climb back up on the other side. It's just really cool.
Welcome back, Cindy.
Yeah, thank you for coming back, sweetie. We appreciate that.
We have a place on the way to Charlottesville off of it's 681
Mm-hmm.
where it's a beautiful image of the valley.
Yeah.
And if we're there early enough, we can see the clouds down in the valley.
Right.
Now sometimes the clouds do descend lower than where I live,
Right.
but it's beautiful to see the clouds in the valley and you can actually see them come up. I mean, if you stand there long enough,
Right.
you'll see them come up. It's really a neat thing to see that, to know that that's what the fog is.
Yeah.
It's nothing but a cloud.
Yep.
It's
That's all it is.
it's a
It's a
cloud.
cloud that came down to kiss the ground. I
So
don't remember which one of my girls came home from school saying that, but it's always kind of stuff.
imagine that though. It's hey Elaine,
Hello, Elaine, sweetheart. How you doing?
but imagine that because I always thought, driving through the fog and everything, I imagine how airplanes can deal with that. You can't see anything. So how do airplanes deal with flying through clouds? And
I
it
don't
just
know.
blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, they don't work. They use instrumentation. They don't use sight. But I think it's
Lynn says she's just waking up and having coffee, and Rebecca's going to go back in the weeds. She's working on a bag to take on her cruise. She has 26 days to get it done.
excited for you. Where are you going on a cruise to? Because, well, I gotta know.
I don't know if any of y'all follow Mikey over on Crochet Crowd, but he and his husband just got back from a crochet cruise, I guess you could say, because a bunch of them got together and he shared some pictures. I follow him on Facebook. Excuse me.
Nice,
And
Rebecca.
yeah,
Nice.
Aruba and Grand Turk. Woo!
Ah, the tropics. I would love
Yes.
a crochet cruise with Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
I really would. I think after the cruise, he would get a restraining order against me. But I really would love to go on a cruise with Mikey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think we'd have a ball.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think we would. But yeah, he'd probably get a restraining order after the cruise. Oh, your dogs are bugging to eat. It's true.
Well,
It's so
sweetheart, just leave us running. We'll keep you up with what's going on in the chat because we read everything. Go feed them puppies so they don't gnaw on your leg.
now I would have liked those rock and roll cruises, Carrie. That would have been fun.
I
They had
wouldn't
a
mind going on a cruise so long as the ship stays in dock, at the pier. Doesn't go out in the water, just hangs right there.
you wouldn't mind going up the Mississippi.
No, I really wouldn't because, like I've always said, I can, that way. I mean, because even at its widest point, you can still see land on.
Oh
You
yeah,
still see the shores.
that and one of the European cruises because they're inland.
Yeah.
They're inland
Mm-hmm.
cruises. They're not
Yeah.
out in the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even the ones that are in Alaska are close to land or glaciers. Hello, Jen. Good to see you.
Good morning, Jen. How are you doing? In New Braunfels, which is in central Texas between Austin and San Antonio, we took the girls there to go to Slitterbahn. That's a big water park. I mean, it's a big thing. Anyway, there's a place there where you can ride on a glass bottom boat.
That'd be cool.
Well, my hubby did take the girls, but his wife said, "Bye, I'll be right here when you get back."
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Not for
There's
you.
no
It
way
would be
we're
cool.
going to get on that thing. No, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
You would never do it in a million years.
No.
But
Oh, DK is eating lunch and she has her favorite soup in a cup. Well, what's your favorite soup?
oh, is that broccoli cheddar?
Or tomato
I
with a
love
grilled
tomato.
cheese sandwich on the side?
I love tomato.
I do too.
I think tomato bisque is one of my favorites. Although I have to say, crab bisque is my favorite. That is my favorite. But that would be like yum. Broccoli.
Yeah.
with
Oh,
cauliflower.
broccoli and cauliflower. I bet it's got some cheese in it too.
Oh, that's good stuff. That would be yummy.
Sure would.
And I've got my camera ready because I'm gonna put this on the disc.
Woo woo.
So this is going to be a very fun, I hope, for you, book review. So
Spoiler alert, it is cute, folks, because I already seen it.
it is. It is. I ordered this book, and I had to wait a month or more to get it. Um, I don't know why Amazon was delaying my packages, but they were.
Well, it's like we talked about yesterday. I think it all had to do with the weather. I really do.
Oh, it was awful waiting for this package. I mean, I just thought I was going to go insane waiting for this book. So I think I am going to do it overhead. I'm going to do my best showing it overhead. So if my desk is a mess, deal with it. So hang on, just so I don't give y'all headaches.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes switching around the camera can, yep, go crazy, huh?
Sometimes when you do that, see, as you can see, I'm not there yet. So give me a minute. Sometimes switching around the camera can make people.
Yeah.
sick.
Well, it's just like flashing lights and things. So I'm going to go ahead and make her big.
Thank
There we
you.
go. Look at this comb. Look at that. Isn't it cool?
This book is so cool. So let me get the glare off it real quick.
I
This
really
is
wish they did it in crochet. That's all I got to say.
This is by Sarah Elizabeth. Was it Kellner? Kellner, and it's
Yes.
Victorian House Cats to Knit. It is a hardback. Okay. Now we're gonna go with the thing. This book is not very large. Not very big. There you go. But this book, I am so glad that I bought it. Oh, what did I do with my glasses? Because the author of this book, this pattern designer, she's missing her thing. She should be a book writer.
Mr.
She is,
Calling.
yeah, Mr. Calling. So there she is, Sarah Elizabeth Kilner. And there it is. Okay. To my dad, who would have been so happy to see my joy that working on this book brought me, even though he didn't like cats. That makes me giggle every time I read it.
I'm going to
Now,
turn the comments off for the moment so that we can see the full book.
now, normally I don't read these books cover to cover, but every now and again I get a book that needs to be read cover to cover. So this book has several patterns: parlor cat, Lady Marmalade, the cook's cat, the porch cat, Mrs. Trudy's Torty, the garden cat, the carriage house cat, Miss Morgan's Manx, Manx cat, the window cat, the library cat, Master Timmy's tuxedo, the potting shed cat and kittens, Aunt Prue's Persian, tiny parlor cat, the gentleman's ginger, the nursery kittens, granddad's silver tabby, the scullery cat, the window cat, and the fireplace cat. That's a lot of cats.
It is.
So she does a family tree, the Morgan family tree. Uh, it's just when you go to read the book, you understand why she did it. That's Milady. Oh, you can't see me point. That's Milady. Aunt Pro. But this explains the characters in the book. But I mean, I read everything. This is the house that she's talking about in the book. And of course, in her introduction, where she talks about Victorian architecture, is well known for several things. But one of the most interesting is the idea that each room of the large upper class home should be used for only one purpose. In this book, it's not the purpose, but a particular inhabitant of the rooms that we're most interested in. It is believed that it was the Victorians who were responsible for changing attitudes toward domestic animals, particularly cats. Queen Victoria herself commissioned artists to paint pictures of her family cats. Cats became status symbols and an important part of the family in everyday life. It is not unimaginable then, with all those rooms at their disposal and their desire to control what went on in them, that Victorians would have assigned a particular cat to a particular room or family member, at least insofar as the cat would let them. Most of the patterns in this book have sections that are worked flat and sections that are worked in the round, so your attention will always be held. A few of them are geared toward the beginner, with shaping achieved by simple increasing and decreasing. Others are more challenging, using advanced techniques. But even these aren't hard if the knitter is up for learning something new. Cats residing in different rooms of a 19th century home are fun to think about. But I couldn't write an entire book of cat knitting patterns without including a little bit about the people living alongside them, could I? So turn the pages, step inside, and have a seat in the Morgan family parlor. Don't mind the cat in there. He keeps to himself. But do watch out for the cold fish bowl. Aunt Prue will be in shortly. Sarah.
Good
So that is just the introduction. Hello, Dawn.
morning, Mima.
That's just the introduction. And this book is amazing because she goes on to tell stories through her pattern notes, which is just unbelievable. And there's more notes. And then, of course, there's all her abbreviations. Now, these are written in American terms, even as insofar as knitting terms are pretty much universal. Um, I'm going to read to you the excerpt about the parlor cat. So, the parlor is the most ornate room in the Morgan home. It's where they keep their most cherished family heirlooms and pieces of furniture that the twins can only dream of jumping on. Mr. and Mrs. Morgan try their best to keep everyone out of the parlor except for Sundays or on special occasions. Only Emily is allowed in during the week to practice the piano. There is one cat in the Morgan family who slinks into the parlor regardless of what day it is. They let him stay because he is prim and proper body language says he won't do anything he shouldn't. With paws tucked in and tail to one side, this cat tries to minimize his appearance as much as possible so as not to be noticed. I thought that was so adorable. I'm like, oh
It
my God.
is.
So she gives you different ideas for your parlor cat. It could be a tuxedo, or it could be a Siamese.
Oh, cool.
It could be any color you want it to be. So, I mean, you could even do the gray. So that's up to you how you do it. She's got little drawings in here that are adorable. Then we go on to Lady Marmalade. I'm not going to read every excerpt before every cat, but that could be Lady Marmalade's cat. There's another picture of the orange tabby. But she also, I mean, that's just brilliant.
I know. And then that cat looks almost real. Not kidding you.
I mean, the skin
Excuse me.
that she develops is perfect. So my whole thing is, if you're a knitter, I mean, she's got it poised on the stairs. So her cats are in different. This is the cook's cat. Her cats are in different poses.
Isn't
This
that
one is
cute?
drinking. So you have many, many poses to choose from. I mean, that's incredible. And when I'm glancing through the book, I thought it was a real cat drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right there, look. I mean, doesn't that make you, oh, is that real? It's not. So, depending on the cat that you choose, I mean, how can you not love the porch cat?
I know.
Let me see if I can eliminate the glare and turn the other light around. I don't know if that'll help or not. But you've got the porch cat. He's adorable. And of course, he comes in another color. I mean, that's a cool way to pose your animal. I'm so fascinated with the way that she's done these. I mean, even on the backside, it looks like a real cat. Um, then we go on to the tortie. And I don't know if you can even see that. Maybe I need to. What's on there? Come on, there it is. There's the tortie. Boy, that's a dark tortie.
Oh,
Um, the doll's beautiful, but there's another tortie. It's just sitting there. Each cat, believe it or not, has a different pose. Um, the tortie cat's pose is different. Maybe that will help. There it is. So I find that fascinating in the way that she's done these. And we have the garden cat, which I can't wait for you to see how the garden cat's posed. I haven't checked to see if he needs wire, but look at that. Isn't that incredible? That's incredible to me. Where is it at? No, it just calls for yarn and needles. There is nothing else in there. But look how he's sitting up. That's incredible. It blows my mind. And it leaves me with so many ideas of what I want to do. And I know they're knit, and I know not everybody knits. Um, this one is so sweet. Look at that. It's hunting. It's hunting. I'm like, wow. You did a cat hunting? That cat is hunting.
are
That's
getting
not
ready
a
to
mouse. It's
play.
not, that's not a real mouse, but it's hunting. It's so stinking cute.
Excuse me.
got me good there. I mean, come on, that is
Look at
adorable.
that.
How adorable can you be? Oh my gosh. It's adorable. So then we've got Miss Morgan's Manx. This is a Manx. It doesn't have a tail. So it's cute. Go ahead and join us, sweetie. Then, oh, here we go. This is more of a Manx with no tail. I love the book. I think it's very well written. She should have just wrote other books. I mean, she could have written stories about these cats.
Giving them their own little story.
I mean, she did one striped. I think it's adorable.
Looks like he laid out in the sun.
Doesn't he look like he laid out in the sun with the blinds? I was like, wow. I mean, look at that. That's the one
I
that's
know.
striped. I love that. So now we are going to the library cat, and that makes me think of mine.
Mhm.
That's what I call bunny pollen. My cats will do that. So
You call
that
it what?
bunny pollen. You didn't see the paw. See the paws? My cats will put both their paws up there by their body, and they'll have them down like bunny
Tucked
pollen.
in? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So I want to do this cat first, the bunny with bunny paws.
Mhm.
It just cracks me up. This, I don't always come across books that I absolutely love. This one, even if I couldn't knit, I would love this book because the storytelling, that's bunny pawed.
Gotcha.
And even if I couldn't knit, this book I would love. This is Master Timmy's Tuxedo. And I love the stories. Look at him climbing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, her ability to tell these stories in the bowl.
Well, and to design them so that whenever you look at that knitted cat, you know exactly what they're doing. Look at that one. Oh, goodness.
I mean, it's amazing. She nailed a tuxedo.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Can you imagine someone surprised walking into your house and seeing that cat up on a fireplace mantle and, oh my gosh, your cat's up on the mantle. No, that's okay. That's okay. And you
not
take it
realizing it's fake. This obviously this is the mama cat and kittens.
Look
The
at that.
baby kitten.
That's my favorite.
Isn't that adorable, little baby kitties?
Yes,
So
everyone. Carrie is down in the basement with us here this morning.
oh, absolutely. See, mama cat, and we got the baby kitties coming because you get the baby kitties too, and of course, mama cat with the baby kitties, the baby kitties.
And look, each one of them is in a little different position.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I know, Carrie P, isn't it?
It never ends. I mean, I'll get you a link for it. It is this book. I mean, look, all the kitties.
Oh, there's 4 of them. Look at that one crawling up on Mama's neck.
I mean, come on, you know that is. I mean, they're just so cute. I wanted the book.
I wish there was a crochet book.
I do. Aunt Prue's Persian. So they didn't quite make it as Persian as I wanted, but that makes me think of my parents' cat, Casper. But yeah, she did the Persian in different colors.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fancy collar.
Go away.
So, and there was the Persian.
This Mama, she's talking about cats. I want to see the cats.
And then Tiny Parlor Cat. Now, this is cute. That's a tiny parlor cat. Tiny.
Oh, look at that little orange tabby.
So, see, this would be the tiny kitten that's or the, just after a kitten stage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is where you're gonna have chaos and danger.
Oh, look.
There's your gingers. I like how his back's arched. Bless him.
Uh-huh.
And here we go. I mean, doesn't that make you think of Carrie's cats?
Yes, it does.
Then she went a little darker with it, which is so cute. And don't forget, with each one of these cats, you get a story. I mean, which is awesome. I wish I
Mhm.
could read you all the stories, but we need more than this. We have nursery kittens. So here's one,
Oh, look.
and we're not done. There's two. I couldn't wait to show you guys this book. And of course, there's one again. And then there's 2 and 3.
Look.
I mean, they are so cute. And then we go up here again. We got all 3 of them. Now, these are considered to be the kittens in the nursery. No, she brushes the yarn, honey.
Oh,
I know
wow.
you can use fluffy yarn, I would think. But that's what she did. Um, this is wool folk yarn, and then she brushes the yarn, and that's how you get your fluffiness. But she only does a little bit gently. This is Granddad's silver tabby, and that's more like mine.
How
Look at that,
pretty.
pretty, very regal, very laying down. I just love the positioning of them all. Look at that right there on the pool table.
Mhm.
you know, she really put a lot of thought in these. The
Yes, she
scullery
did.
cat. So, if you know anything about a house, you have the scullery cat.
Good morning, Gloria. How are you doing, sweetheart?
Hey,
Good
Gloria.
morning, Gloria.
So, licking the paw. That is so cool. I mean, it's got eyes. It had its eyes closed, licking its paw. You
You
thought
thought it was a
it was
gray
a gray rat.
rat, DK?
No, no. If you watch them when they're licking their paws, their eyes are closed. And I think we are the tiny window cat. And there's your window cats. Very much so. Up in the window, looking outside. And then we have the fireplace cat, and I think that might be last.
Oh, look, all curled up.
Sweet. Oh, how sweet. Very sweet. Oh, look down here in the gray. Oh, so sweet. And that is it. This is the author hiding her face. Her name is Sarah Elizabeth Kilner. She's also the designer of rabbit hole knits, toy and animal patterns for hand knitters, the author of Wild and Woolly Knitted Animals. Her goal when designing is to create patterns that portray the animal realistically while still evoking the personality of each, a twinkle in their eyes, and the question, did I just see that animal move, on the lips
Yeah.
of every knitter. I thought that was so cool. And then she said, Dona nobis pacem. So I love this book. Even if I didn't knit, I would love this book because it has great stories in it.
Mm-hmm.
They're not real long, but this is great stories. All you got to do is know how to knit in the round, and you can make all these cats.
Amy
No,
says she wouldn't be allergic to those cats.
no, honey, you would not be allergic to these cats. So I just, I think they're amazing. They have me tickled. Hey, my cats wouldn't fight with these cats.
Nope.
You know,
And you wouldn't have to worry about those cats coming in your room in the middle of the night and playing with your yarn.
yeah, wrecking havoc. Um, I mean, I'm even picking out colors to make these cats.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah. I'm like, oh, if I get these tutorials done, then I could go ahead and make a cat.
Mm-hmm.
I really like them. They are just incredible. Um, does somebody have a devotional?
Sure.
Wasn't even paying attention how much time I went by.
Oh, that's all right. The possibility of peace. Thomas Watson once said, "When there is a storm without, he will make peace within. The world can create trouble in peace, but God can create peace in trouble." In Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 10, we hear, they have seduced my people into saying peace when there is no peace. There was a reason World War I was called the Great War. It was the largest, costliest war in human history. To ensure such a war never happened again, the League of Nations was created in 1920 to maintain world peace through negotiations, disarmament, settling of disputes through the justice systems, and by other means. Unfortunately, World War II proved the League lacked the ability to keep the peace, and it was replaced in 1945 by the United Nations, which has also failed to bring peace on earth. There is nothing wrong with trying to create peace. Indeed, the Apostle Paul wrote, "If it is possible, as much as depends on you, live peacefully with all men." Whether others seek the same peace is beyond our control. But regardless of what is happening around us, we can have the peace of God guarding our hearts and mind through Jesus Christ. So as you turn your attention to your day to day and throughout the rest of the year, let the peace of Christ be birthed in your heart. For what is impossible with man is certainly possible with God.
Amen.
Amen.
I like that. That's beautiful. That's very true.
Yep.
Yes. So, where to go? There, right here. So today is February the 5th. In 1994, white supremacist is convicted of murdering Medgar Evers. Yeah, 1994. Wow. In 1883, Southern Pacific Railroad completes New Orleans to California route. In 1777, Georgia Constitution abolishes primogeniture and entail. 146 BCE, the Punic Wars between Rome and Carthage come to an end. In 1919, United Artists created. In 1631, Roger Williams arrives in America. In 2012, husband of missing Utah woman kills self and two young sons. In 1917, the U.S. ends search for Pancho Villa. In 1937, FDR announces court packing plan. In 1917, Immigration Act passed over President Wilson's veto. In 1917, Mexican Constitution proclaimed. In 1934, Hank Aaron is born. In 2003, Secretary of State Colin Powell speaks at the UN and justifies U.S. invasion of Iraq. In 1826, Millard Fillmore marries Abigail Powers. And in 1941, Hitler to Mussolini fight harder. And just a second, and I will give you your word of the day. All right. So we have two words of the day. First word of the day is burger. Burgher. That is a noun, Middle Dutch, 15th century. It means a citizen of a town or city, typically a member of the wealthy bourgeoisie. Examples of a sentence. Even though I've lived here for 5 years, I don't feel like I'm a burger. And now I'm going to make sure that's right. Yep, it's burger. All right, our second word of the day is cavil, Cavil, and it is a verb, Latin, mid 16th century. Two definitions. The first, to raise trivial and frivolous objection. The second, to raise trivial objections. Example in a sentence. It is easy to cavil after the fact when the hard choices are already made.
Yeah.
And we have a inspiring quote from Carl Sandburg on hope. I'm an idealist. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. I'm an idealist. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. There we go. So that was your daily history. Hello, Ellie.
Hello, Ellie. How are you doing this morning, sweetheart?
Hi, Ellie. I got my mail. Thank you.
Awesome. So you got your history, your daily word, your inspiring quote, and your devotional all at once. Woo! But check out that book. It's really good, especially if you're a knitter. It is really, really good. That one is worth a pretty penny. They don't charge that much for it, though, from what I remember. Yeah. I just hated waiting on Amazon to deliver it so long. My Amazon's been terrible about delivering stuff. But what are you gonna do? I mean, I know a lot of it's weather related, but I've had packages that weren't weather related not delivered. So, but anyway, so what's everyone working on? What's in your cup? Let me know. Do tell. Starting with the ladies next to me.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I'm going to drop down for a minute. I need to go take a picture of my breaker box. Wayne is at Home Depot.
Yeah.
I'm working on the safe car blanket. Why is that echoing?
I don't hear it echo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't. I am still working on my angel, but I am also getting ready to record a tutorial for Sunday. I could show you the yarn for Sunday. This is the yarn I'll be using. It's very pretty.
It is very pretty.
So that's what I'm using for Sunday. So there you go. But let me know what you're working on and what you're sipping on. I have Diet Coke again. So yeah. Dinky is working on her basket. Awesome. Nice. Oh, thank you, Carrie. That is Hearts on Fiber. Hey, Gypsy. This is Hearts on Fiber, November 2024 is the name of it.
Hi, Gypsy.
Today is your busiest day, so you're busy with kids. Bless you. You don't know what. Bless your heart, Amy. I don't know how you do it. I know. Every kid needs to be there. Ellie said she'll text you later, Carrie, with the price of your row markers, stitch markers. And
Okay.
the price on the card is what I'll be selling them at our next event. Nice. Hey, Jeanette, good to see you. How have you been? I have been okay. I have a cold, but I've been all right.
Hi, Jeanette.
But it is good to see you. Maureen's here, but she had to go do something real quick. But yeah, it's good to see you. Oh, what you been working on, sweetie? You have lemon ginger tea. I love lemon ginger. Nice. I ordered some lemon ginger actually, and it will be here tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow. I did. And you're working on that baby blanket from Yarn in Your Stash. I'm so glad you didn't have to buy yarn for it either. Yeah. I did buy some more of January 2026 yarn from Hearts on Fiber, but I fell in love with it. I'm getting ready to use it right away too. You're working on the jester hats and loaf. You can't stop making the loaf cats. Loaf cats are adorable. It is. It's so good. I do like that. I love lemon ginger. I like it. I just like ginger tea though. It is very good. Something about it's just yummy. But I am going to be filming a tutorial for a hat, and that will be on Twisted Fiber Friends. So I'll be doing that. And Maureen is back.
Welcome
About as
back.
good a picture as I can get for him.
Hey, at least you got the picture.
Mm-hmm.
He could have been asking me to take the picture. With a picture of the blank wall.
I love the little reel that you put in chat this morning. Oh my goodness, that was too funny.
Well, you know.
It was showed a blind man in a car, folks, and he had his
Oh, that was Sam.
oh, Sam put that in there? I thought it was you. Anyway, it shows him driving down the street and he's got his
Kane.
cane out the window and he's doing this back and forth across the road. And of course, it shows him driving up on the curb and things like that. It was funny, but not funny.
Well, she was we were talking about me driving.
Right.
So Sam said, "This is Froggy driving."
Oh, gosh.
I thought it was brilliant. And Mary said that she'd let me drive. So Mary would be behind the wheel.
Oh.
I have a toy plastic steering wheel.
Oh, gotcha. Ellie's working on some crochet Valentine's Day themed pills. Made 3, put them on my page, and they sold that same day. And
Wow.
so now they've ordered some more. That's cool.
That's awesome. Love that.
Well,
That's
I
great.
spent most of the day yesterday working on some stuff for my husband. And last night I started working on the shoe part of this little bunny from Pelushka Bunny by Maria Ermolova.
Mm-hmm.
And her pattern writing and my brain were not syncing with one another. But the good thing is that in her book, not only does she show pictures, of the progress you should be making, what it should look like, but she's got a QR code to show, how you're supposed to do it. Well, bless her heart. And I'm really glad that the QR code was in there because she says right at the very beginning of the little video that there was a misprint in the pattern. So that's why my brain doing what she told me to do and the pattern were not working out because you're building, the sole part of the shoe. And so one end was laying flat. It was beautiful. The other end was just cupping like crazy. And I thought, well, maybe I need to go up another hook size here because I do crochet tight. So I went up a hook size. Nope, still having the same problem. So at one point I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to make, because you want the shoe, to be, excuse me, narrower at the heel than at the, where your toes are. And that's what she was designing the shoe to look like. Hello, Lee, sweetie. You on your way home?
Hi, Lee.
So, but when she mentioned that, by that point, I just put the book down. I was really frustrated with it. And I thought, well, you know what? I can take her basic concept and come up with my own shoe if that's what I need to do. But I was just frustrated with it. But by that point last night, I just put it down. Got up this morning and opened the book back up. And I thought, all right, fresh set of eyes. I'm in a better mood today. So let's see if I can make this work. And I will have to admit, folks, this morning was the first time I saw that QR code up at the top of the page. I am not kidding you. I mean, and then I thought, I've been here all along. And so I start flipping back and forth in the book, and it's like, well, I'll be darned. I think the reason why I didn't see it, I'm trying to convince myself this is why, is because it's up in the corner, right where, the fold of the book is. And so my eye was not drawn to that. But thank goodness, so I did. I went and looked at the little, come on. I went and looked at the little video that the QR code took me to. And like I said, right there in the beginning, it says, oops, a boo-boo in the book. And right before Froggy and I went live, I sat there and I whipped it up real quick. And yep, she's right. There was a boo-boo in the book. So I had to go into the book and write a little note, scratch this out and put this in. But it was nice that she had that there and was willing to admit that there had been a problem. When you read the pattern part for the soul there, I think it would be very easy for someone to have mistyped, a number, especially if they were working on a keypad over here. Now that's just me. I'm not trying to take up for her or explain the mistake, but pay attention to those QR codes, folks, especially those that put them in there, because there might be some important information, like the fact that she realized that there's a little boo-boo in the book.
I'd still be sitting there looking for the QR code.
Yeah, you would.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Ellie. I don't feel so bad. You are on your way home now? Well, that's good. Yeah, because for you over there in the UK, you're out of school now, aren't you, sweetie?
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband had CPR class this morning. Him and all his guys.
Right.
With a new teacher. That's
with
good.
A new teacher?
Yeah, a different one. Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Yeah, not the same person.
Good.
No. Mm-mm. No. And there is a shortage for blood in my area. So if you're able to donate blood, make sure that you do.
Yeah.
People would really appreciate that.
Sure would.
It's awfully helpful. I'm not able to donate blood right now because I'm sick. But when I get better, I will go and donate.
I've never been able to donate blood. My iron count is always way too low. Doesn't do them any good.
I just got to wait till I get over this. There you go. I thought you had to be 19, Lee. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You mean over in the UK?
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me. I have no idea.
I don't know, but their driving test is harder than America's.
Oh, yes, it is. And a lot longer, too.
Yep.
Time-wise. I mean,
compared to us.
Here you get in, I don't know how it is in other states. Heidi says, I'm not allowed to donate because of an antigen in your blood. It can cause anemia. Oh, well, I'm already there, Heidi. I don't have enough iron in mine.
Bless you.
The bad thing is that I can't take iron supplements. I have to go in every so often and have an iron infusion. And I tell you what, that is not fun.
That's not fun.
Oh, 17 to learn. There you go. 19 to pass. Yeah.
That's not fun.
Nope. Sure not.
Yeah, I lost my driver's license in 2017. Yep. That's been a minute. Now I get chauffeured everywhere I go. I do.
Yeah, my husband gets a little frustrated at me. He comes in and I'll tell him, I need to go to such and such place. And he says, well, you can drive. I'm like, yeah, I know I can drive, but you can also drive me, Why not? Right?
I do. I get driven everywhere I go. Of course, right now I don't want to go anywhere. It's too cold.
Well, with
That's
his
cool.
work schedule right now, when he gets in, it's dark, and I don't like driving at night. I just really don't.
Which I can understand.
Mhm. My depth, I have never had good depth perception. And
Yeah.
at night, that makes it even worse. And then, of course, I have night blindness.
Yep.
Cars coming at me, boy,
You freeze.
Yep, sure do. I either freeze or I have to look away. Well, if you have to look away and they're going, you can't keep your eyes on the road, so that's a bad thing. And
Yep.
but I've been like that all my life. It's not something that came on gradual. So now,
Yeah,
if I got in a pinch, could I drive at night? Oh, yes, most certainly. But you
Oh,
don't
yeah,
want to be the person behind me.
I did, but I stopped driving at night in 2015
Mm-hmm.
or 2014 or 2015. And then I stopped driving during the day, 2015, 2016.
Right.
I stopped on my own. But then they made me hand in my license.
Right.
I didn't have a choice. That's when they said, turn it in.
Yep, you're done.
I said, you can't trust me? No, turn your license. That's not fair. Well, it wouldn't have mattered because when I went for a renewal
Yeah.
and you did the test, I would have failed.
Right.
I get it. Although I could have memorized it like I did everything else. But I get it. I totally understand. It's okay.
Good morning, Laura. How are you?
Good morning, Laura.
Oh, my goodness.
Thanks
She
to back.
said that in Huntington, West Virginia, the Ohio River has frozen from bank to bank. Oh, my goodness.
That's cold.
That is.
That is cold, cold, cold. And no, do not walk across it because you don't know how
shoot,
thin
no.
Hmm.
it might look thick, but it ain't.
No.
So be careful. And make sure you're still subscribed to me. YouTube's been unsubscribing me from people. I am down a person. Yeah. Where am I at now? Yeah. I am sitting at 5,999.
Wow.
So make sure you're still subscribed to me.
So let's look at Laura's weather at Virginia Beach. She's mostly cloudy with a temperature of 35. The wind is blowing from the north at 14 miles per hour, which does make your wind chill factor down to 2. Goodness. And the current humidity is 48%. Mercy me.
Bless you, Laura. You stay warm.
Yes, yes.
Now, I want you guys to hang around. And Carrie, are you going live?
I am.
So hang around and meet us over at Carrie's house. If you guys would. We will get Gloria's weather and then we're going to head out.
In Chicago, she has snow showers with a temperature of 24, but feels like -4. No, not feels like, that's -4 Celsius. The wind is blowing from the south-southwest at 11 miles per hour. She has current humidity of 77%. Well, no wonder you have snow showers, right?
Yeah. So be sure to join us over at Carrie the Ernie Elephant's house. Appreciate that. So Carrie, if you start us off.
Be kind, be blessed, be a blessing, and remember, one random act of kindness can change the world.
And morning.
Thank you all so much for being here with us. And as Froggy says, we'll meet you over at Carrie's. But for those of you that have someplace else to go and can only catch us in the replay, please be sure to be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light they're waiting to see. We love you guys.
And we will see you over at Carrie's. Stay safe, be kind to one another, and happy yearning. Bye now. Bye.